Capricorn. This is Elisha Keating from Wisdom Seekers for the energy card pulling for mid-May to the end of the month, 2018. So, what shall we see? Let's find out. Ah, that one called to me right away. And what is it? It is share the love. Well, you can't argue with that one, can you, Capricorn? Sharing the love. So let's find out what sharing the love means for the next couple of weeks. I'm sure I don't know. Hang on. Right on. So I pulled the moon and the Eight of Swords. Okay, and the Four of Swords. Interesting. Let's keep on pulling. Very interesting. This should be an interesting story this week. All right, well, here we go. Let's start this way. And what do they call that? Dead air? So, first of all, we've got share the love. And then we've got the moon card, which has a lot of different meanings. The way I read it often lately is that it's an elevation in energy. You're going up in knowledge, spiritual knowledge specifically, not just any old knowledge, but it's also passing the mantle on from one generation to the next. The maid, the matron, and the crone. And the maid, of course, is the young, and the matron is the middle-aged, or the one who bears the family or carries the family, and the crone, who's the wise woman. And of the three of them, honestly, the crone has the easiest emotional life, but there's a lot of hidden energy, a lot of hidden knowledge being passed on from generation to generation. But that's not just for women, that's for men as well. A lot of hidden knowledge. So this couple of weeks we're supposed to share the love. A lot of new energy, or new to you, but old from your family. The knowledge is being passed on to you, and it could be done through genetics, it could be done through word of mouth, or you might find a book about your family. There's some way that you're discovering more about your family. And what does this mean? It's a transition period, and generally transition periods are tough. They're really not the easiest things in the world, because you feel like you're walking in a cloud. You don't know your way out. You can't see a possible way. I remember myself, it felt like I was walking in a fog, and the only thing I could see was this place to put my foot for the very next step. Not 2 steps, not 3 steps, just 1 step. So I'd take 1 step at a time. But this card, the Four of Swords, even though it's a poppy-induced sleep, you can see from the poppies on the blanket, the sun is starting to come through the windows. The swords are starting to brighten up. And even here, she has a simple way of releasing the old energy that keeps her tied and bound. So right now, that's part of what you are doing. You're releasing the energy and moving it on. What does it give you? It gives you the sun. And the sun, again, is a joy card, and it's a major arcana, same as the moon card. So they're very strong weighted. The major arcana gives you pure joy, And real spirituality is joyful. If anybody tells you it's not joyful, then really somebody needs to go back to the drawing board and figure out what spirituality is. That's all I can say. Because when you are purely joyful, then you are liberated. And when you're liberated, you're spiritual. And you will get a little help along the way, obviously. There's the Ace of Wands, which is transmutation, support from on high, your guides, your angels, whatever you choose to call them. They're coming in, they're transmuting, they're making things grow for you. And it's green, and it's vibrant, and it's healthy. So that's what happens when you share the love. Because there's so much love to go around. One of my favorite sayings actually is, and I've said it before and I'll say it again because I love this saying, is there's two things in the universe. One is love and one is fear. And one of those is an illusion. Now, you know what the illusion is, right? So let's see what the last one is. Okay, so it does fit everything that we said. Face your darkest fears, which would be these: the fear of the unknown. And basically, fear is of the unknown. Not always. I mean, there's some valid fears, but usually it's of the unknown, or where we're going, or what we're going to do with it, and how are we going to do it. And some of it is just memories, and quite often the memories hold quite a charge. And in that case, the best thing you can do is look at them directly on and face them. What will happen? You will reach pure joy, and you have support. You have tremendous amount of support. It is very, very important that you recognize you have this support, whether it's from family, generational family, from those that have passed before you, or even those who have passed before you on this particular type of journey. No one's going to do the journey like you are, but many of us have come close to the same journey. So you can reach out. People will support you. You'd be amazed at how many people would be glad to support you on your spiritual journey. But facing your darkest fears will honestly bring you to love. And the love is shared. All right, let's go from there. And let's say goodnight, Capricorn. So, namaste, namasko.